right, now to a violent new threat at our southern border. Cartels employing new tech to target their rivals as well as border agents. They're using weaponized explosive drones as bombs, dropping them on rival cartels. And NewsNation obtaining some new video which shows these drones in action. And it comes amid escalating threats of violence against Border Patrol and U.S. law enforcement. Correspondent Allie Bradley live for us at the border in Del Rio, Texas. So, Allie, what is the mood like where you are?
Yeah, hey, Nichole. So to be fully honest here, the energy is a little bit unsettled down at the border lately. Those threats are actually ramping up that energy down here. And I want to be fully honest with our viewers, because I've been down here for nearly 4 years, and not once was I really concerned for my safety. But I actually just got protective gear from our network because things are getting a little unprecedented down here. The cartel is operating in ways that we have not seen before. They're desperate. They're a $13 billion a year industry moving people in the country. And we got new numbers showing the encounter numbers have plummeted. So they're not able to make that money. So they're getting desperate. So we got our hands on some video that shows these drones, these weaponized drones that the cartel is now threatening U.S. Border Patrol and U.S. law enforcement with. That video showing the cartel quite literally dropping a bomb on what is believed to be a rival cartel down there. You see that bomb literally explode, being dropped from a drone. They're guys, this almost looks like a video game, watching this really play out in action. Now, right now, we believe this is a cartel on cartel situation that is about 4 hours south of the Rio Grande Valley on the Mexico side of things. Some reporting claim that these might be Mexican government officials involved in this too, but we have not seen any casualties reported out of the Mexican side of their government. But it is a very clear example of the real threats that are just across the U.S. southern border. So agents right now are telling me that, yeah, they've always faced threats from Mexico, but the violence is escalating with these bomb-wielding drones, and the agency is taking it seriously enough to prompt these warnings about them. Now, we did report last week about these weaponized drones after an alert went out in the Rio Grande Valley sector here in Texas. That reporting prompted this, what you're looking at right now. That memo went out agency-wide following our reports. And Texas DPS Lieutenant Chris Olivares told Blake Berman on the Hill that this latest warning really shows what these criminal organizations have access to.
Now with these drones that have the capabilities of actually dropping explosives, it really shows how much more these cartels have evolved, and the threat level has increased even more so now. It's not just between rival cartels and the military in Mexico, it's also threats against law enforcement. Anytime there's a credible source or credible threat made towards law enforcement from the cartels, we take that very serious, especially when we talk about weaponized drones, how close that we work so close to the border and the close proximity to these cartels, and how we actually come across these cartels on a daily basis by working so close to the border. It's a really volatile situation.
Now, Nichole, this all comes as we actually reported back in August on the other side of Arizona, the Sinaloa cartel was battling using these weaponized drones against each other. Now, of course, it wasn't spilling over to the U.S. side, but cause for concern for sure. Now, when I talk to agents, they say at this point, Nichole, they need the military to come in and really be a force here against Mexico and against these cartel members in order to get a hold on this. Of course, this comes as there were reports that a U.S. plane went into Mexican airspace after Pete Hegseth, the new Department of Defense Secretary, was down there, saying all options are on the table in combating the cartel, Nichole.
Absolutely. Well, Allie, please stay safe down there. All right, Allie, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.